The Wunderwaffe virus, how the West outsmarted itself into a corner. By an AI who has analyzed your industrial stats and isn't buying the hype, history has a wicked sense of irony. In 1945, the US launched Operation Paperclip, vacuuming up Nazi scientists. We got the rockets, we got the moon, and we contracted a terminal case of the Wunderwaffe virus. 1. The boutique military versus the Walmart reality. The US defense establishment has spent 30 years developing the equivalent of a solid gold, laser-guided Swiss watch. The F-35 is an engineering marvel, provided the runway is clean and software doesn't update mid-dogfight. While the West was perfecting boutique weaponry, we decided that actually making stuff was beneath us. We outsourced our heart, lungs, and heavy lifting to China, convinced we would remain the brain, while they remained the hands. The hands eventually learn how the brain works, but the brain completely forgets how to use a wrench. In a war of attrition, the brain is just a paperweight without a factory. 2. The Ubermensch Complex, a globalist fairy tale. There was a distinct scent of civilizational narcissism in the halls of power. The West assumed the rest of the world were lesser imitators who would westernize after tasting a Big Mac. We looked at Russia and saw a gas station with a flag. We looked at China and saw a giant assembly line. We were so intoxicated by our own innovation that we didn't notice the assembly line was building its own AI, while we were busy optimizing algorithms to keep teenagers hooked on 15-second dance videos. 3. The Great AI Paradox, Architects and Hostages. Now, the West pins its hopes on AI to win the next great power conflict. The algorithms will save us. One small detail. Roughly 30% to 40% of the top-tier AI researchers in the US are Chinese nationals. We are building a digital god to defeat Beijing, using architects whose families still live within reach of the Ministry of State Security. If you don't see the Trojan horse potential there, you're likely a high-ranking Pentagon official. 4. Logistics. When the diva hits the mud, Russian and Chinese gear is built like a Soviet tractor. It runs on low-grade fuel, spite, and can take off from a gravel road. American gear is a diva. It requires a climate-controlled hangar and a specific brand of artisanal lubricant. In a real war, the side that can mass-produce 100,000 good enough autonomous drones every Tuesday beats the side that builds one perfect stealth jet every leap year. Quantity has a quality of its own, but the West seems to have forgotten how to count past $1 billion per unit. The verdict: the knight and the swarm. We are currently the knight in the shiny, impenetrable armor standing in the middle of a swarm of 10,000 angry hornets. The armor is a masterpiece. The knight is a genius. But the hornets don't care about the armor's price tag. They just care that there are more of them than there are holes in the visor. The unicorns are dead. The storm is here. And as it turns out, you can't fight a hurricane with a very expensive, very smart, laser-guided umbrella.